Yo, what is up, guys? It is Card Shuffler 99 here. Today, we're going to show you guys a really cool card trick. But before we get into that, we do have a giveaway going on our channel. We're giving away 3 pairs of AirPods. So if you guys want to be entered in this giveaway, first of all, make sure to like this video. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Turn those notifications on, which is the bell icon. Make sure to comment at least one time on our YouTube channel. Also, we'll have a link in our description to our Instagram where you got to follow us. And also like our post. And then we also have a link to our Amazon page that will be in the description down below if you guys are interested in getting anything from Amazon, especially since we're in quarantine. We'll have a link in the description where you guys can check out our Amazon website page. And anyways, guys, we got a really cool card trick for you guys today. Let's get right on in.
Anyway, let's get straight into the trick here. So we're going to start out by having Robert go ahead and just select a card for me. So he goes ahead and selects a card. In this case, the 6 of spades. So I'll take the 6 of spades here. We'll take it, and we'll go ahead. We'll cut it into the deck and give it a quick shuffle. Now, Robert, I have here 4 kings. I just need you to go ahead and select one color of the kings to help us locate your card.
The red kings.
Red kings help us locate your card. So we're going to go here, and we're going to play around with the black kings first. Okay, is that cool with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
So we're not actually looking for your card just about yet, but we do have 1 here, and we do have 2 kings. So we got 2 kings here. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to take the 2 kings here, and we'll go ahead and we'll just set it right on the box. Now we can go ahead and play with the red kings. Now you said that you wanted to use the red kings to help us locate your card, correct?
Yes.
Actually, here, let's just square this up a little bit better. And let's move this over here. Perfect. Anyway, to the red kings. So you said the red kings help us locate your card?
Yes.
This is what we'll do. We'll take the 2 red kings here. So in this case, we got the king of diamonds and we got the king of hearts, okay? All I'm going to do is give the deck a quick cut, snap my fingers, and what happens here is the kings are actually going to move a little bit closer into the deck, and they're actually going to catch, you can see there, 1 card. See here, they're going to catch 1 card, and 1 card only. And they actually happen to catch the 2 black kings, but if the black kings were there once, that must mean that this here is actually your card, the 6 of spades. That is the trick, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. And yeah, let's get straight into the tutorial. So this is a bit of a different trick. I really do enjoy this one. It's slightly different to your typical sort of routine. It's just something... I would say you could do this in the offbeat. You know, I wouldn't say go up to someone and just straight up perform this trick. I don't think it's that powerful, but I think if you're doing this on the offbeat, this is definitely something that can sort of amaze. In fact, this is definitely one of those tricks that you could even perform without talking. So let's say you were doing this on camera with music. This is actually a really great trick because, you know, people are just following along. You don't actually need to talk. They're just watching, and they're going to just be so confused. In fact, sometimes even words, you know, might make the trick look a little worse. So just a little recommendation, you know, if you go through and the next thing you know, you show the 2 kings appearing and then the cards switching, you know, it's just a lot of misdirection. So definitely think that this is a great way to do that. So anyway, let's get straight into the tutorial. So all you're going to need is a deck box. Now this is just, I'll sort of explain why you can use a deck box. You can use a lot of different things, but I like to use a deck box here. Just really easy, obviously, because you have a deck with you. And then just take the 4 kings out, okay? Now, what you're going to do here is you're going to start out by having these spectators select a card. So they can select a card. So let's say they select this card right here. So they select the Joker. Okay, so let's play with the Joker here. Now, what you have to do is take this Joker and you're going to control it to the top of the deck. So I can give you guys a couple quick sort of lessons on how to get this card to the top. You guys can go ahead, feel free, let us know down below if you want to see a video where we teach you a lot of card controls. But anyway, this is just what I did in the video. So all I did was I put it into the middle of the deck, and as I pushed it in, I'm pushing down on the card, and what this does, it's going to get me a little break right here above their card. And then all I do is I take this top packet here, and I'm going to split the top packet with a pinky break here. I'm going to split it into as many packets as I want, and then once I'm done with the top packet, you just set the whole bottom packet down. And that's going to bring their card to the top, okay? So once you have their card to the top, you can shuffle the deck. You can do a false cut if you really want to. It doesn't matter what you do. But just get their card to the top of the deck, okay? So now that their card's on the top, what you have to do from here is now you actually are going to ask them a question. But while you do that, you're actually going to get a pinky break, okay? So You can do a pinky count here. You can do sort of, this could actually be in the offbeat to the point where you can literally just take this, put it by your side, and lift up and grab a pinky break just like that. Because you're going to point out the 4 kings here. So you could actually be like, all right, check it out. We got 4 kings here. Bam, lift up. Perfect, got a pinky break. You're going to tell them that we have 2 reds and 2 blacks. You're going to give them the choice to pick a color to help us select their card, or help us find their card, in fact. Now, you don't have to do it this way. I just like to do it like this, but you can just ask them to pick one of the colors. But if you say, help us, pick one to help us find your card, then I obviously go with the other one because we're not finding their card just yet. But doesn't matter. You can just start it by saying pick a color of the kings. Okay, so let's say they pick these 2 kings here. You're going to start, in this trick, there is a lot of repetition. Okay, so just follow along here because there are different moves in every single part. So there's 2 stages to this trick. This is the first basic stage, and they're really, really similar to the point where you might get confused. So bear with me. Pinky break, cards on top. For the first part, you're flipping the kings face down on top. Okay, and you're going to count 1 off. Okay, square it up, and then 2. Okay, so then you're going to count the second card off. Now, once you count the second card off, you're going to hold this separate, and you can show the 2 kings, okay? Once you show the 2 kings, remember you still have their card right here, so their card's right here. All I'm doing is, as I set this here, so I'm right in this position here, I'm going to line up this bottom card with the deck, okay? And what I'm doing here is I'm actually going to grab the edge of the card right here, the edge of the bottom card, with my fingers on the side of the deck. So I'm here, and basically what's happening here is I'm grabbing this bottom card. You can see here, I'm actually grabbing the card, okay, to the point where if I slide this over pretending to square it up, I can just lift up because I'm still holding onto this card, okay? So that's the idea here. We're taking this, going like that. You're pretending like you're squaring these up. You're not squaring them up. In fact, well, all you're doing is literally setting this down, pushing this over, pretending to square it up, and setting it down. Now, a lot of times people know maybe you're ditching a card, but once you kind of flip it over like that, set it down, they still think that that's the 2 kings. This is not the 2 kings. This is actually their card as well as the other king. So now you basically have the other king right here. Now, you're not done, okay? What you could actually do if you wanted to, once you bring this here and you show the 2 kings, you could basically say, all right, let's square it up again and set it down, because what's going to happen here is you only have to have their card on the box. So basically, you're going to have to do this move one more time before you move on, okay? To the point where their card is left here. So what I like to do is I like to set it down, and what this does, it's going to create a mental picture in their mind. And what this mental picture is going to do is they're going to look back when they're trying to piece together the trick. They're going to remember having 2 cards sitting on the box. And if you keep this here for a while, okay, to the point where you're talking to them, and they remember having 2 cards here, that's what they're going to remember going back, because a lot of times the brain's going to, remove useless information, and they're not going to necessarily remember. If they see these 2 cards on the box for a solid minute, that's what they're going to remember, as opposed to seeing 1 card for like 10 seconds, okay? So, once you're here, I like to say here, let's just square this up, try to square it up. You gotta sell this. I like to slide the box over and just try to set that down perfectly, right? Obviously, there's only 1 card there, and that's their card. So now you got the 2 kings up here. All you're going to do from here is you're going to get a pinky break on 1 card, okay? So obviously I'm getting a pinky break on the top king. So now I got a pinky break here on the top king. These 2 kings are going to go on face up. So this is relatively similar to the first part of the trick where I got a pinky break. But the first time I flipped the kings face down. Now I'm putting them face up, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm only going to count off once, okay? When I count off once, what I'm doing here is I'm going to take the king. That's just a single king. I'm going to keep this on the top. And take the king that has the other king down here, okay? Put this on the bottom. Now what happens here, once I cut the deck, okay, the kings are going to move closer together. And once you spread through, you can basically show them that the kings have caught 1 card. But the other king is right down here. So how are you going to get that king there? So you have to sell this. So what you're going to do here, okay, you are now going to push this together, grabbing a pinky break, okay, transfer to a thumb break and set that down. What I have here is 4 cards, okay, so obviously I have the 4 kings. What you're going to do here is I'm going to count off 1, 2, 3 cards, okay, so the other king's still here. So that just sandwiches the 2 black kings right there. And all I do is as I flip this over like that, I'm basically just going to push these cards apart. Okay, so I'm just going to push them apart just like that. Okay, so once again, you'll be in this position right here. Okay, All I'm doing is I'm flipping over and just spreading these apart, just like that, to show that the 2 Black Kings are in between, and then obviously their card has switched. Hope you guys enjoyed that one, and this is Card Shuffling 99. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.